Hey everybody, hey Virgos. We are back. So this is a general reading, but I do one-on-ones. So look in the description box and hit me up. Okay? I hope you guys have been enjoying that full moon energy and really processing the information that it brings forth. Let's talk about it just for a sec, and I'll put in the timestamps in the description box if you want to just fast forward to the tarot reading. But so let's talk about a few of the transits so you guys can really take in what's going on right now. So you have the full moon in Gemini, right? So let's talk about that first. So first and foremost, that's your emotional intelligence, your ability to see things from different perspectives and be able to communicate that. And it could have to do with childhood friendships, siblings, your neighborhood, your local environment, and how do you feel about that? What's your emotional state in that regard and your foundation, you know? And then it is opposing Venus and Sagittarius. So that means it's making you face your truths. It's making you face your convictions. It's making you face what you see as traditional, what you can stand on, what brings that spiritual warrior out of you. You know, that's your religious beliefs as well, and making you face that in comparison to that environment that I just spoke of and those type of connections and relationships. But then at the same time, it's trining Pluto and Aquarius. So that means just as it's local relationships in your neighborhood, it's also talking about the transformation, the possibility of transformation through your social environment, your being socially aware, being innovative in a unique way, and how to go about that, and how you feel about that. What are you ready to let go of that does not align with your values? Does not align with what you see beautiful in life, that is your truth and convictions that relate to your social environment and to your relationships that are closest and most dearest to you. Okay? What hinders your transformation and what supports it? What's authentic? All right. So let's see what comes out. Let's see what spirit has to say for you guys. Okay? Spirit, with all this full moon energy, moving the tides of our emotion, the water in our body, with focus on friend groups and our neighborhood, community, being innovative. What do we need to know, spirit? For the Virgos that come to this space and this timeless reading, whenever they come, what do they need to know, spirit? There's options out here. What else? Slow and steady wins the race. That's what I thought about when I saw this Knight of Pentacles. So being grounded, knowing what you want and knowing your value and taking your time to move forward, because it's a lot of options out here. It's a lot of things to look at. What else? Somebody's being stagnant and making a move. Okay. I might be talking to an air sign. It's a lot of air out here. Um, somebody feels I could be talking to a man or a woman. Somebody feels like they don't know how to fight for something because they already stabbed you in the back. They already tried to get a win or did get a win that they don't even feel like is worth it. Was an actual win. It was dishonorable. And then you have this person here, then you have this feminine energy here that's just an asshole, to say the least. What else we got going on, Spirit? Oh man, we got a King of Swords in reverse and a Queen of Swords in reverse. And somebody that's staying up all night thinking of a reconciliation that's not happening. So you got two people that's just basically like they think they know it all. They just can't be moved. It's just like the communication is just horrible. The communication is just horrible. And somebody is just all in their head like, how did I even get here? That's what I'm hearing. How did I even get here? And I could be talking to a Virgo with the Hermit at the top of the deck. Tell me about this Knight of Swords. Nine of Swords. So somebody's just thinking about a lover situation, but this is a person that was arrogant, that was just hard to deal with the Emperor in reverse, just controlling and had options. This was a player. This is a big player energy. So why does the collective need to know this, Spirit? There's a King of Cups, a man that has emotional intelligence, that has a lot of love to give, and he was dealing with a toxic woman. This could be a fire sign with the Queen of Wands in reverse. But this woman, she's for the streets. Like, she knows she fine, but you can't trust her. And somebody just waiting for their ships to come in. Make this make sense, Spirit. What is this? Clarify this Queen of Wands. Yeah, that was like a marriage situation or relationship that didn't work out. Clarify the Three of Wands. 20 cards. Clarify the Three of Wands. Hmm. Okay. So somebody is just waiting for what's coming next, and from what they invested in, they either got a reading from somebody or got their hopes up. But there's also this devil card. It's also this devil card with them chained to this. Oh, oh, I get it. This King of Cups was in this toxic situation with somebody that was just waiting for money to come in. It's a superficial connection. This might have been somebody that they saw as very spiritual, and now they're just getting out of a space from crying over spilled milk. You're super superficial, all about materials. What else, Spirit? Could have been a Leo, but you just find it, or you're just trying to finding the strength and courage to keep going. But then again, the sun is on top of the deck, so I really maybe you may have been dealing with a Leo. Maybe that Queen of Wands was a Leo. What position is the collective in right now, Spirit? Mm, clarify. Mm. Okay, you got to get out of this energy of feeling stuck and not even wanting to work on your craft, not even wanting to work on things that bring you joy in life. What else? Okay. Oh, okay. So in the near future, somebody's gonna find the right partnership, or this can be an advice to find the right partnership where you know both parties is doing their part. It's a lot of reciprocity in the situation, and it puts you in a position to receive from a harvest. Like somebody is like, I got enough to give. I've been doing what I'm supposed to do. But at the same time, somebody's sick over here. So I don't know if it's just somebody that's gonna be sick and just like can't even believe it because somebody else finds this dope partnership and then starts to fall in love and be courted or court somebody. Clarify this, spirit. Clarify this for air. The top of the deck with the message of air. Don't be discouraged. You have everything that you need to finish your projects. With the four of fire in reverse. This is talking about remember what it took to win or get to a certain space business wise, and do not neglect your obligations, your corporate and family obligations, because somebody that's kind of upside down is going to come in like they super want to cooperate and offer their organizing skills and all of these things. And again, might be a Leo with this lion right here, somebody in a leadership position that knows how to delegate and things like that. But this person may be a friend of me, an enemy in disguise, because this is all about trusting somebody's integrity and putting yourself in a dangerous position because they just looking for a way to get you up out of here. They're looking for your weaknesses to take advantage of. So don't tell them about when you're doing good. Don't boast about your values or your this or your that. They don't want to hear that. They might pretend like they do, but they don't. Like they want to take you out. They trying to figure out how to take you down. They want you to tell your secrets. And they want to shoot you from a distance and then blame it on somebody else. Like type stuff. Like that's the energy that I'm picking up here. So be very mindful of that. And then this card also is talking about a warning of staying away from don't be like not being moved by greed or vanity or what was the other ones? Greed, vanity, and pride. I don't be moved by that. I do not let this individual corrupt you, because they will try. They will try to manipulate you, and they could be in camouflage as somebody that you trust, or you may be already onto them. What else, Spirit? What's in the near future? What's in the near future? Again, in another deck, somebody waiting for the money to come in, ships to drop. But somebody just do not know how to communicate. They're gonna be talking mad shit, like just completely trying to devour somebody with their words. This could be a feminine, or this could be a person that they're talking to. They're talking to a divine feminine energy, a motherly energy, somebody that's proud of who they are, the position that they play. And it's a lot of love here. Like it's the opportunity to transmute all of this energy through love and balance and harmony and have the right agreements and make the right contracts. But it's shadows, it's secrets, it's hidden enemies. What position is the collective in right now? What position is the collective in? I don't know. I don't know if this is you or them. You giving up your power. Somebody gave up their power for not doing the spiritual work. And they put themselves in a bad position. And now you feel like you can just fall in the volcano. Like, really didn't keep your balance at the top and learn your lessons. So you're stagnant with the earth in reverse, and things are just going wrong right now. and stagnation. But spirit is still saying, don't be discouraged. You have the organizing mind that can really get things done. If I'm talking to a masculine, it's somebody who fights for truth and justice and wins battles with your intellect over your brutality, but you are a warrior nonetheless and fueled by love. Let's get some advice. Mm. As above, so below, and the insignificant change. So everything is one. Everything is one. So understand that the decisions that you make, yes, it's significant change. The caterpillar becoming a butterfly, the yin and the yang, the darkness and the light. But understanding that you are a mirror of your spiritual development. You're a reflection of your spiritual development. So how you're aligning within the spiritual realm, rather at the higher levels or low vibration, it will reflect in your day-to-day life, the decisions that you make, how what you channel, how you talk, how you treat people, how you treat yourself. As above, so below. As within, so without. What your insides look like. Why weren't you doing the spiritual work? Why did you give up your power so now people can do spiritual work on you? What else, Spirit? What do they need to know before we close this out? What do my Virgos need to know? There's a man that's uneasy losing faith, but at the same time, you no longer feel abandoned. Like this is somebody that felt like they were abandoned by someone that looked at it as a motherly type of energy and nurturer in their life. And this is somebody either with a youthful spirit or a younger person. That's either way, you experienced a lot in life. And coming to the realization that you can be the GOAT regardless. So I may be talking to a Capricorn, but don't have to be. It's Aquarius right here too. And maybe you got to sleep alone. So getting past the energy of feeling abandoned and finding coming to yourself again and going back into your goals, into your mission, and not neglecting the things that matter most while finding that internal balance inside. Okay? So you're finding your balance. Don't put too much trust in friends, frenemies, all these secrets and hidden enemies, and thinking about that and worrying about that, and it's keeping you conflicted. It's keeping you, it's hindering you from your growth. You know, can't even be creative and work on your craft. Maybe neglecting some of your corporate duties in your family. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. What's that advice, Spirit? What's that advice? What's that advice from my Virgos? Reflect. It's reflection time. It's time to look in the mirror and see what you really see. And you may have to, you after you reflect, you may have to be spontaneous in how you put yourself out there in a very passionate way. But the reflection is key because you have the ability to respond, but how you respond is very important. And that spontaneous energy can be looked at as volatile or just a hostile energy or aggressive. That passion misunderstood if you don't reflect first, if you don't look at yourself first, if you don't come from a certain space, and then have fun with it. Sometimes things don't have to be so serious because you have a lot of information to give. You have a lot of wisdom. You've been through a lot of different things. So this is all about giving that wisdom in a lighthearted way, like making it funny, like just making it funny because, we live in that people live and die every day. So you might as well laugh, you know, and powwow with your people. Share. This is about sharing, laughing while exchanging wisdom. Be spontaneous about it, but reflect first. So it's not just, out of nowhere. And that passion be looked at in a whole different way and be overwhelming, you know. But at the end of the day, if you're doing that internal work to reverse some things and you understand that journey from to the caterpillar to the butterfly and the dark and light within yourself, that's a part of that transmutation, a reflection of the spiritual realm, as above, so below, as within, so without. Okay? So go ahead and reflect on the things that we discussed today, rather if it was this reading, if it was the transits, and be real with yourself. Look in that mirror and then take a chance on yourself, and don't be sitting around thinking about who did you dirty, what your toxic connection was, what you missed out on because of it, who you gave too much trust in and they was an enemy. Nope. It's transmutation time. It's transformation time. Okay? All right. That's all I got for you guys for tonight. Peace and love. I'll see you again soon.